we just came back from ETH Denver, and something that myself and Secret Saturn, who were like on the ground talking to dev teams throughout Denver at their Buildo week, what we were blown away by is the fact that the quality of our submissions were we think they were more quality than most of the projects that we saw in Denver on the ground out there. And what it's really a testament to is that the people who are part of our network have been a part of our network. You know, we've been through multiple bears. There's a really strong developer base we have now, and it's really shows in the quality of the submissions that we're receiving. And not only that, but there's also a growing developer community of people who are new. So like one thing that was really cool to see is the Secret Africa initiative, where we had, I think, like 4 or 5 African developer submissions who are people who are pretty new to the network, but they were able to make full stack applications using some of our new tech like Secret Path. So truly, it was awesome to see these projects, and I'm really excited to hear everybody present today. And thank you for your time and just for being here.
Thanks, Sean. Sean's one of our DevRels at SNF, and we definitely couldn't have done this without him. So thanks to Sean, and we also have Alex, who's also another one of our DevRels, but he's actually at the ETH Bucharest Hackathon presenting there right now, so he couldn't make it to this presentation, unfortunately. But let's hand it over to Jan from DoraHacks. DoraHacks is the host of our hackathon, and we definitely couldn't have done this without them.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. So thanks a lot, and a big applause to all the participating hackers and projects. So it was an honor for us to co-host this hackathon and support you with this one. And incredible to see like all those teams building and to have this many submissions. It was like more than 30. And a few of them even received a prize. And the prize pool was also quite incredible, like 15,000 different tracks, different winners. So today I'm quite excited to see presentations, give feedback, and asking questions to different presenting teams. And also beyond the hackathon, DoraHacks is happy to support you if you want or need any like further resources and continue building. So thanks a lot.
Thanks, Jan. Definitely recommend DoraHacks as a hackathon sponsor. Host. It has been great working with them, and we're going to do more hackathons with them in the future for sure. Hopefully later this year. So thanks to DoraHacks, and let's go ahead and kick this off with some demos. Not everybody is here today to present, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through each winning project one by one. If they're not here in the audience to present, we'll just do a quick review ourselves, make some comments on it, and move on to the next one. So I'm going to be going in the order that they're shown in this blog. I'm going to post it in the chat just in case you want to follow along. This blog was posted today and contains all of the winners in it, so it's also a good guide. If you need to drop at some point, you can check this out later. So let's start off with Secret ICA. And I know this person is not in the audience today. Unfortunately, they had a conflict. But Sean, maybe you want to talk a little bit about what this project enables.
Yes. So yeah, if you have the blog post open, it might be the best way to follow along with what we're discussing. So Secret ICA, this is one of those projects that was built by someone who's a secret dev who's been a part of the community for a long time, and it really showed with the quality of the submission. If you haven't checked this out yet and you are a secret dev, this is a really amazing toolkit that developers can use right now. And what it allows for is for smart contracts on Secret Network to control accounts on other IBC-enabled blockchains. So basically, an NFT, so ICA, what that means is interchain accounts. And basically, in short, what this allows you to do is with an NFT, have access of accounts on other chains and have various permissions. So if that sounds interesting to you and you want to look into that more, check out this project because it's designed in a way where it's accessible for developers to use. And you don't even need to fork the code. You can just use the contract address that is deployed as like a routing address to be able to have interchain accounts in your own secret contracts.
Yeah, and what's really cool about this is it's a smart contract implementation of a Cosmos module, which I'm not sure if I've ever seen that done before anywhere else. So that's really cool. It's definitely a hack.
Yeah, truly a hack because we don't, the current SDK we have right now, we don't have interchain accounts on Secret Network yet. That's going to come with a later upgrade. But what Serdar figured out how to do. And also, just if you're not aware, Serdar, some people in the community know him as Sandman. He's also does the developer relations for, I think it's for the Interchain Academy. Is that right, Patrick?
He works for the Interchain Foundation, yeah.
Foundation, yeah. So that's just he's an incredible resource just in that, like, not only is he building on Secret, but he's also thinking about solutions for like connecting the interchain. So to have somebody who's, you know, working on our chain, but also really thinking about how to get our chain connected to the entire IBC ecosystem, this is a great example of exactly that, because we don't have interchain accounts enabled currently with our SDK, but Serdar was able to figure out a hack where using smart contracts, he was able to call the module directly.
Yep, awesome project. All right, let's move on to the next one. We have SP Lottery, Satoshi's Palace Lottery, and I believe they are here in the audience. Satoshi's Palace, go ahead and request to speak and we'll bring you up. Can you guys hear me now? People are saying they can't hear me.
Hey, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes,
So,
sounds good. Sounds good.
we don't really have
Okay.
Give me 1 second to get our link. Yeah, we don't have a demo plan for us to share. We have a demo plan for everybody to be able to interact with. So, oh, I got it removed. Patrick, could you put our link? It's should be in this account's bio. If it, let me make sure it is. It's not in this account bio. It should be in Ethan's bio. Is
it just a link?
And now I'm gonna. It's just,
is it just a link to the casino page?
Site.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just want to walk everyone through. We could do a live demo where everyone can participate.
Sure, that sounds great.
Secret Network to do this demo. Yeah. If you want to share, if anyone else wants to share, it doesn't really matter. I should be able to walk you guys through nonetheless. Yep. So if you guys just want to check out that link, feel free to connect the Superhot wallet. What that wallet is, it's an in-browser wallet that basically will spin you up funds and it will spin you up gas on the network, as well as tokens for our exchange or for our platform. And basically, what that will allow you to do is just interact with any one of our, which would be, you know, blackjack, the prediction market, or lottery, seamlessly. Where you everything will just work. It's all on chain. It's pretty cool. So the submission that we had here for cross chain is actually an EVM one, which, you know, we don't have a EVM wallet for at the moment. I mean, we have EVM support where you can connect your MetaMask wallet, and basically it works on the Sepolia testnet. So basically, if you get some Sepolia ETH, you can buy tickets for the lottery. And we had a demo video of that in the submission, which, let me get access to that real quick. Yeah, Patrick, I'm just going to DM you a link. Give me 1 second.
Is it a link to the demo video?
Yeah, it's a link to the demo video.
I can grab that 1 sec.
Just so people can see how the ETH interaction will work, because I know most people don't have Sepolia ETH. Who likes to develop on ETH? Not me. But yeah, basically you can buy lottery tickets there. You can view your lottery tickets. You can win the lottery. It uses VRF, where basically when we pull the lottery, it'll make a request to Secret Network for randomness. Then Secret Network will fulfill that request and send it back to Ethereum to get true randomness using SnakePath. But I guess that's the only, you know, for this part, for the cross chain, this is the only cross chain thing that we have at the moment. We're also looking into using UMA's optimistic Oracle solution. It's a thing that Polymarket uses, and we're hoping to use that to be able to resolve any contest. But we don't have an implementation for that at the moment. But I don't need to take the stage anymore. Feel free to check out our website. Everything should be live. The slots is not integrated with a contract at the moment. It's just there for demo purposes, just to show you how we would do 3D animation with it. And if you have feedback, please feel free to go to the airdrop section, fill in your feedback, and we'll make sure that you get entered into our airdrop.
Awesome, thanks. Just a reminder, if anybody has questions, feel free to drop them in the chat, and we'll let each project answer questions as we go through each project. We don't have to wait till the end for questions, so feel free to raise your hand. We can bring you on stage or just ask your question in the chat. Sean, anything you want to say on this project before we move to the next one?
Nope.
All right, moving on, we actually have, let's see, Shadow Token. Actually, so since we have the Satoshi's Palace team up here, let's move down to a special prize that was the Shade bounty. And we have Satoshi's Palace for this one as well. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that one up. This is the sp.js, and it's basically a JavaScript. It's like a custom JavaScript version of sort of like secret.js, but Satoshi's Palace came up with their own custom one that has some different features. If you want to go ahead and cover that as well, Satoshi's Palace team.
Yeah, sure thing. Can you hear us again?
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and shoot over a link to essentially what is our SDK. We've made, you can see the link in the chat now. Essentially, this SDK is a wrapper around Secret.js that is object-oriented and allows you to create generic integrations with your contracts. So it's got methods for doing all the generic contract things like executing, instantiating, uploading your code, and querying contracts. It can do all that at a base, and then you can extend its functionality with more specific contract things. Like we have integrations preset for SNP 20s and SNP 721s, where now you don't need to go reference the documentation for SNP 20s. You can just use our SDK and spin up a new SNP 20 object. If you actually go into the examples section on the Satoshi's Palace SPJS repo, you can see some examples of how easy it is to interact with a SNP 20. It's essentially get the contract info, the code hash, and the address, and then place that into a SNP 20 object, and then press dot on it, dot notation, and use all sorts of functionality like sending or querying, setting your viewing key. Really, everything that the SNP 20 does is already preset, pre-baked in there, so that you don't have to go reference anything else. You can just utilize our SDK for a nice, easy development experience. Yep, and we're also coming out with a promo video for this later this week, which will walk you through how to take no project, set up a little React project, and import SPJS and do some interactions with a SNP.
Awesome stuff. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
And thanks to the Shade team for providing that bounty as well.
Thank you for having me here.
And definitely
Also
check out
mention that we
Satoshi's.
have full integrations with Shade's whole stack of factory, router, and you can do full swaps on Shades without having to know anything about how Shade works.
Nice. Definitely check out Satoshi's Palace. They're building a lot of cool stuff, and I'm definitely going to see more from them in the future. All right, let's move to the next one. We have Shadow Tokens. I don't think they're here today, but Sean, do you want to say a few words about this one?
Sure thing. So this was a really cool project. One thing that was cool about this was that the developer Gabriel we met while on the ground in Denver. He was someone who had no Rust experience prior to meeting Alex and I, and then he actually came to the Hacker House, to one of the workshops that we had there, and then from there he learned about Secret Network, and then he was onboarded as a Secret dev, and then built a cross-chain application using Axelar GMP and Secret Network smart contracts. So it's a application where you can have fractionalized NFTs cross-chain. And something that's exciting about this, in addition to some of the other work that we've been seeing developed on Secret, is pretty soon in our docs, we're going to have examples of how to send cross-chain NFTs. We currently, in our EVM developer toolkit, which I'll link in a second shortly, have examples on how to do cross-chain EVM encrypted payloads, as well as cross-chain voting. But thanks to some of the awesome projects we saw come out of this, soon we're going to have cross-chain NFTs as well.
Awesome stuff. Thanks to Gabe for that project. Hope to see him continue building in the ecosystem for sure. And next we have Sovereigncast. Is the Sovereigncast team here in the audience today? If you are, feel free to request to speak.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there he is.
Son is
This
here.
Hassan
Yeah.
and Raynor, both of them? Okay. I'm gonna send you an invite now.
Everyone, can you hear me?
We can. How's it going?
It's so fine. Thank you so much. I'm part of Sovereigncast, the team that we are trying to revolutionize voting. We're trying to create a DApp, a privacy preserving DApp, whereby we can just change the way voting is done. Currently, the current systems that we have right now, they're just like shambolic, and they just don't play the purpose. And when I came across Secret Network, especially the snake pattern, how it's so secret, so we decided to come up with something. I don't know whether I can share quickly the screen so that I just show you a quick demo. I think I can
Yeah,
share.
try it. Let's see if you have permission. I hope that works.
Okay, sharing. This could be kind today. Okay. Yeah, can everybody see the screen? That's a demo for Adapt. Yes,
it's trying to load. It's showing you've been disconnected. What I see for some reason.
Okay, for the sake of time, I think I have issues with sharing on Discord. The demo link is live, so I'll just paste it over there so everybody can connect. It is currently connecting to EVM with encrypted payloads using Snakepad. That was the initial plan when we were starting, and it worked pretty well right now. The current version, it's really encrypting very well. And the most important feedback we got, because we sent to a few users among our groups, it's that they wanted a way whereby they can confirm that their votes and basically their data is really encrypted, and it is what it reflects whatever choice they chose at that stage. That's what I've been working through since the completion of the hackathon. But all in all, it's really an eye-opening situation, and I'd say it was a really good chance. I'd say thank you so much to my teammates, Mlanis, Ray, and Evans. They've been really good trying just to think around, because this was a new technology we are learning on the fly and trying just to put things together. But it seemed to turn out very well, and we're currently going to the next level. There's something we're creating and already highlighted to Sean. Probably we'll share it when it's really big, and we plan to shipping it to mainnet. And we trying to harness some of the good methods and functions of Secret Network. So basically, that is it. That was Sovereigncast. We're just trying to revolutionize the way people are voting, especially where we're coming from. And we hope we just get adoption of it. Why not even on global and national election, even in institutional elections, people still need a secure, transparent, and efficient way of just getting representation whenever they want. Yeah, sure. I don't know whether my teammate has something to say. Ray, I can see he's around. Ray can also add something, because we are really working together during the development process.
Okay, all I can say is, most of the problems that I've observed African nations facing, it's not mostly because of anything rather than their leadership, the kind of leaders that rule these countries. And having yourself elect good leaders when the voting system is flawed is very difficult. And this corruption in leadership and the amount of unfairness in voting is not only in national elections, it also happens in institutional elections. Because even in the university that I was studying in, you'd hear people complain from time to time that the person who was elected for the presidency seat, for the school presidency seat, is not the person who should have been there. So I thought that this is a solution that we really needed to counter, or to come with a solution around it. Yeah, and that's why we came up with Sovereigncast. Yeah.
Awesome stuff, guys. Thanks. Yeah, this is one of those use cases that's like easily understandable to the average person. When you talk about seeing mainstream adoption of Web3, this is what it looks like. bringing voting on chain and solving problems that people have in the real world, instead of trying to come up with problems that don't actually need solving and saying, like, this is the use case of blockchain. This is actually like a real problem that people deal with every day in the real world, and blockchain can actually solve it. So this is awesome stuff, and definitely hope to see you guys continue building and launch this on mainnet.
Thank you so much.
All right, next in
Thank
the
you.
list.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next in the list, we have On-Chain ID. Is the On-Chain ID team here? Yes, they are. Let's bring them on stage.
Hello.
What's up, Braden?
What's up? So it's an honor to be in the presence of so many kind ideators and tinkerers. I especially like the hackathon project of the whistleblower one. So shout out to that one. That one's awesome. Our hackathon project is an implementation of the Verif API onto Secret Network blockchain. The Verif API uses artificial intelligence to match a person with their ID and make that data usable. Our platform takes that data and puts it on chain in order to create a Sybil-resistant proof of personhood. The future of this technology is to take what the Verif software does and put it into a TEE in order to more effectively secure the dream of an egalitarian Cosmos chain. I'd like to thank my team members Ray Allen, Akakpo Ernest, and Secret Network for keeping the flame of this blockchain dream alive. Thank you.
Very cool. Yeah, this is one of those. It's another good example of like a real world use case, and it's something that some people may have like an issue with coming from a privacy community. They don't like the idea of KYC or providing your real world IDs to identify yourself. But in some cases, that kind of thing is really necessary, especially if you want to be legally compliant. And if you do it in a way that preserves your privacy, like this, building it on Secret Network, it's possible to have a decentralized application that stores that data, or at least makes use of that data and doesn't store it permanently and doesn't leak that data to the entire world. So, it's a solution that's still privacy preserving. And although you're putting your real world information in there, it's not getting leaked to the entire world. So it's definitely a needed.
Well, right now it is
solution.
getting leaked. So we need to bring it into the TEE so it's not leaked.
Like in your current build, you mean?
Well, yeah, because we are using their API. So they have access to that information, by the way.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. So it's just like, it's a proof of concept, basically.
Mhm.
Cool. And Sean, feel free to jump in anytime when we're making comments. I don't want to, yeah. Just feel free to jump in anytime.
I'll be a color commentator when it's needed, but I think
Right.
you guys got it.
Cool. All right. Thanks, On-Chain ID team. Let's move on to UniSecret. Is the UniSecret team here today? They are. Welcome to the stage.
Hi there. My name is Dave. I also go by Ray. And today I would like to show a quick demo, I guess, of the UniSecret project, which is something that I've been working on for the past solid while. I'm not really even sure how long it's been by now, but essentially what UniSecret is a framework and tool set to build blockchain-enabled video games with the Unity engine and utilize the secret network as the underlying layer. And you see my screen as the underlying layer for privacy-enabled backends, I guess. Here's the repository for the project. It's still in a very early stage, but the most important things are that there is a wallet API provided, and we can query and call smart contracts. Now we can see that in action right here. Let me quickly start the project. See, as you can see, there is an option to generate your wallet. Now please do not screenshot this. Let the private key stay private. And I guess we're recording, so that's futile on my end. Okay. And then you can...
Hopefully there's not too much money in there.
Hopefully. I mean, now there is. As you can see, I just funded this from a custom faucet that I implemented for the purposes of this demo. But essentially, in a real world scenario, you would just have to transfer some money over to this account, the newly generated wallet, through, I don't know, some kind of wallet or just to the secret CLI. And this is because I wanted to keep this basically as a disconnected wallet, just for the sake of safety, at least for now, so that people don't have to put their main wallets and private keys in. Now, as you can see right here, we are getting a reply from the secret network, which says that we are qualified for a welcome pack. Now we can click this button and request a transaction from the user. Now, for some reason, this is not reading the message correctly, and the gas estimation isn't fully functional just yet. But as we click the button and give it some time, we're going to have, let's see. Well, let's redo this, I guess. Let's go back into the deck builder here. All right, well, that's not fun. I swear it worked before. Worked on my machine, TM. But essentially, the idea is that here we are sending a transaction through the blockchain. And once we do that, as you can see here, all of our cards are being added to our deck. And those cards are just some placeholder data. This is all generated through the some inputted data that I put in the contract, and then we're using the randomizer or secret network verifiable random to just essentially give some cards to the player. And that's a very simple example, but there's much more that can be done with this idea going forward. And that's what I would like to highlight. And that's what I would like to do in the near future, to kind of bring the secret network to the forefront of the blockchain gaming industry. I guess that's essentially it.
Love that idea. Yeah. A lot of Web3 games these days are pretty simplistic, simple graphics, simple game engine.
Yes.
Imagine like Call of Duty using Secret on the back end for in-game item ownership.
Yes, and the best part here is that it's actually basically one of the best chains to use here, because with both the randomness that we get out of the box, as well as private state, this just gives us so many different possibilities, and all the concerns that a public blockchain would have to deal with in some way is here not even present with Secret.
Awesome stuff. And if you were to continue building out a game on Secret, what would you build?
For me personally, I think that a trading card game would be an amazing example, because for one, it's something that is mostly logic driven, right? So it can be all of the logic can be handled by smart contracts and not particularly not be too heavy on the network, essentially, while also providing a lot of engagement and fun to the users. Because let's say even if the transaction times take a while, you can still make it more exciting by adding animations and just making stuff happen on the screen without necessarily waiting for the confirmation of your transaction. And there's so much strategy involved in a trading game, that a trading card game, basically like Hearthstone, like Yu-Gi-Oh, and all those other games like that. That basically there is a lot of potential here. And since it's all private, no one will be able to just look at the chain and look at other person's hand, right? So it's basically, I mean, for me, that's just the future of gaming. That's how I see the future of gaming.
Awesome stuff. I see in the chat, Socialist Palace said DM them if you'd like to be, if you're interested in collaborating on a game. That would be really cool.
I
Yeah,
agree.
would
That
love,
would be great.
would love to see a trading card game on Secret. All right, let's move on to the next project. We have Signal. Is somebody from the Signal team here today? Yes, they are. Very nice. Bringing you on stage now. All right, you should be able to speak now. If you're trying to speak, I think your mic is muted.
Yeah, hi, am I audible?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Yeah, unmute my teammate to tease our friends. Thing.
Yeah, you should be good now. You should have the permission. Oh, that's somebody else saying that. Yes, our friends, let me send you an invite again. Okay, you should see an invite now. There you go.
Great. So, hi everyone, am I audible?
Yep,
Yes,
we can
sounds
hear
good.
Okay. Yeah, Prince, you're audible. So, let me give you a quick demo of our DApp signal here. So, what it tries to do is, also confidentially, let me also share my screen so that it doesn't take much time. So, what we try to solve here is, we are trying to solve the problem of media currently in every nation. So let me give you a quick context of India, how we are facing this issue. So basically, what happens is sometimes the current government that is currently in power, for example, the central government here has quite uh, it experiences quite heavy powers. There is ED and there is CBI, and all are centrally governed. So they have the control of which decisions or which news are being shown to public users on media. So if they want, they can suppress some news. If they want, they can highlight some other part of the news which can potentially benefit the government at the current stage. So what we try to build is basically a platform where everyone can share some news and without fear, without being publicly pointed out that he is the one taking something. Okay, so am I audible now? Is this more clear?
Yeah, that's better. Thanks.
Okay, so I think you got a general idea. Basically, we are trying to solve the generalist endanger, and at the same time, we don't want fake news to be spread out in the public views. And the ones who are most uh, facing the most amount of issues, the general public. It is not the government, and it is not the media that is facing this issue. It is the public because they just take what they hear. So we want that shouldn't be the case here. So this is the public link here, and this is currently live. So you can actually go and experience this live. We already have some. Actually, these are some blogs from Secret Network itself, which we tried to post it on our news. And once you are logged in and connected with your wallet, you can actually post news here. And here we have a little form that you can fill. Actually, I have filled it already so that you can save some time. This is again taken from the Secret Network blog itself. So here it is. For the description part of
I
it,
think we're
we
saying the
have
wrong window.
Yeah,
I still see Discord.
okay. Let me share my screen. Yeah, this should be it. So I was showing this as the home page we are having. This basically shows all the secret blogs that actually the news posts that we have created. These are actually blogs from Secret Network. And when you have connected your wallet, you can actually go to post news. And this is the form that you have to fill to actually post that news. And as I told, I have already filled this up. For actually getting the news, we have a rich context editor so that you can, for example, let's say you want to post this thing. You don't have to type in all in there. You can actually post it here and it supports all the kind of things we have. Now, when we click on post news, we also have to take care that this news is not fake and we are just not leveraging the power of being anonymous on the blockchain. And we are actually indeed posting some general, some real news. So we have an AI algorithm in between, which is checking for each of these news being posted, and it checks whether the news is fake or not. Obviously, AI solutions cannot completely take control. So there are certain cases when the AI solution can be uncertain about it. So if we have 0.8%, that is 80% or less amount of confidence in AI result, we actually make that news available and let the users vote and downvote the news so that based on the algorithm, like we have seen Twitter, for example, where the current news that is actually legit gets on the trending tab, and the ones that are not do not. So you can actually go and upvote and downvote it here. We have tip creator here, so yeah, you can actually tip the creator if you are liking someone. So just for the demo purpose, this is all client side currently, so you can go and download too many times. What happens is when you have downloaded a news to a certain extent that it uh, you know drops to below 50% of the likes and dislikes, it actually gets scheduled to be deleted automatically within 3 days. So we give that amount of time. So yeah, that's about it. You can actually tip the creator, as I said, and there is staking and unstaking amount decided while you are posting some news. So let me show you this first. It will take some time. And yeah, so successfully send tip to user this. As you will see, I'll like to point it out that this address is not not actually a wallet address, but a random user ID generated. So we are not even exposing the wallet address itself. So this is entirely anonymous. So how will you not abuse this platform? How will you not will you make sure that only certain legit content creators are actually posting on this platform? So we have a concept of staking and unstaking. If I go to the profile page, I have actually already staked some amount into my account so that I can have this ability to post it here. So if you do not have that amount, you cannot actually post a news. And if we found that you are being reported multiple times that you have posting fake news, or if our AI system is detecting that you are posting fake news, we can actually to as a kind of punishment actually take your stake amount, and we'll have to unfortunately remove you from our platform. So that basically enforces that you will not do much kind of a damage. So that was our demo. I think if you have any questions, we are ready to take that up.
Very cool. It's kind of like a decentralized Reddit with built-in verification.
Yep, we can say that. So for the automation part, because voting and upvoting can be a slow thing, and in this fast-paced world, we need something really quick. So that's why we have that AI system in between to actually speed up that process.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how you would prevent like bots from just taking over and making things that aren't actually real news. You know, they're voting and saying that they are, but having that stake requirement that makes it so that you have to actually put up at least a certain amount of money in order to have that voting power. That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. And so that you cannot deploy multiple bots at the same time, and they're just going boom on the platform and taking control.
And if you are submitting news yourself, I think you also have to put up a stake. And if it's
Yes.
determined that what you put up is like not truthful, then you can lose your stake.
Yeah, so that is that fear that will be provoking you to post only legit news on the platform.
Awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, I'd love to see this launch on mainnet one day.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks, guys. That was Signal. We'll now move to Allbash. Is the Allbash team here today? They are. Nice. Almost everybody was here. All right, bringing you on stage now. You should be able to speak now.
So, can you hear me, everyone?
Hey, how's it going?
So, what we have for our hackathon that's advanced is the smart contract that connect the employee and employer. So that I mean by business, there's no shame. So if employee and employer have an agreement to business of the deal, they can come to our platform and the employee will just initiate an invoice that contain the job details and the total amount of the amount of the paid. And if the job is equal to be taken like 3 months or 3 times, or there are some jobs that just recurring, that is maybe in form of 2 or 3 times payment, it will be stated in the information of the invoice. So after initiation invoice, with respect to the account ID of the payer, which is toward the employer, an employer can just accept the invoice. Once the employer accepts the invoice, payment of the contract will be paid instantly. All the payment that will cover the contract will be paid instantly. So what we are trying to do here is that when two people have an agreement on the job and they use our platform, and the money for the contract is available any the time the employee finish the job. So if the employee finish the job in respect of the time stated in the invoice, you can come there and withdraw in payment. And also the employer can also cancel the payment. If there's a case, there are some scenario in that if the job have is a monthly job, and if the job have reached the two is that half of the time of the payment, they will cancel the payment, but half of the payment will go to the employee and the remaining balance will go to the employer. But if the job have not reached half of the time, they will cancel the job and the money will go back to its account. So in a nutshell, that's basically what we have in our hackathon. Hello.
Awesome. Yeah, this is another great example of a real world use case that's easy to understand and that a typical Web 2 company could easily see the value in this. So great job. We have just a few minutes left to the top of the hour, so I'm going to try to get through these last two quickly. Is the secret wallet team here today? They are. All right, bring them on stage now.
I guess so. I think, can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, perfect. I'll share the screen. I'll show you demo. So before that, I'll just explain you what we do. Okay. Uh, so what we created essentially is a simple wallet. To be honest, like thanks to DoraHacks though, because I saw the secret wallet hack at the very last moment. So probably I think around 24 hours I had. But I think I made the best out of it. So I went through all the documentation and saw that there are few things needed to be simplified, especially when I came to know that secret network has a token creation property on top of its network. So I quickly jumped into its documentation and everything, and then found out that for simple usage, there needs to be a way where even a Web2 community who wants to create a net token on top of secret network should directly come in and create it. So we already had a infrastructure for social login. So we added the secret network put on top of it and created a simple wallet interaction for it to interact with for it to create a token out of front end interface itself. The main challenge was to create it. It cannot be created fully on front end because the file uploading of vast file uploading was not possible directly on the front end. So, of course, things needed to be taken half back end and half front. I'll just share you the screen and explain you exactly how to do it. I hope my entire screen is visible right now.
Yep, it is.
So essentially, how it works is like I'm using our own in-house built Wi-Fi Nexus login mechanism. So this utilizes two main players in the market. Uh, one is the Web3 auth and one is Arcana. So basically, we simplify their development altogether as well and create access to different other blockchains, including ordinals and everything. So we customized few things for secret blockchain as well, so that can create a direct access for secret network directly into instance. And once it is loaded, it just creates a quick instance for accounts, chain ID, balance, and private key itself. So everything is total, complete, decentralized, and show you how it works. So it's a basic interface. I just added Google login and GitHub right now for now, and email as password is uh, right now whatever email you enter, that will go to email authentication. But the important thing is this will be giving way for new projects owners or new developers who are coming into picture and those who want to start interacting with secret network without the barrier of any wallet creation or 12 letters wallet creation. So right now what we are using essentially is the Web3 auth back instead of Arcana. So once we connect with the wallet, so you will have your address and balance directly shown up. So I've of course put some test networks from it, and this is my secret wallet, which is generated with the help of my social authentication. So now what I'll simply do is I'll try to create a simple token out of it. Let's say secret main stage SMT, and let's say that 1,000 with 6 decimals. So of course, I say that I'll allow minting and burning as well, same time, and say deploy. So I'll show you what exactly it does. So it exactly creates the entire process in the backend, creating a code ID, contract address, and then a viewing key as well to it. So once this is complete, now we come back over here. It says deployment is successful. Then I pick the contract address. Sorry for the user interface, though, because I was just focusing on the functionality in the last 24 hours, so I didn't went through all these UI upgrades. Then I say that add token. If I add the token, say secret main stage SMT and decimal. So that is how it is, and also in the future probably I'll be adding more features which is listed over here as transferring tokens and to set a viewing key, query parameters, and get the transaction history all at once itself. So this is still under progress. I've not started working on it yet. But yeah, the general idea is to create an entire UI-based ecosystem for easier onboarding, plus a wallet abstraction for new users, Web2 users. This is a different module altogether, and this is a different module altogether. So you are allowed to create a new Step20 token, easily deploy it, and of course, you have your Step30, so you can directly upload it to your Kelper wallet and enjoy your new token within let's say what is 2 minutes. I mean, within 2 minutes you have your entire token deployed on Grid network. So uh, just solving a simple thing, but yeah, not a rocket science
Awesome.
mechanism behind it.
It's definitely important stuff. Improving the UX, making it easier to onboard, easier to create wallets, and easier to create Step20s is something that we've been discussing a lot lately too, especially with like the meme coin booms on Solana. It's making it easier for anybody to create a token and do something fun with it. So definitely cool stuff that I'm sure other people can build on.
Yep.
Thanks for that.
Let's see how things can be improved, and hoping to
Sure.
work more on secret network.
Thank you very much. Let's do one last presentation. We have Whistleblower. Is the Whistleblower team here today? They are. All right, bring them on stage now.
Hello everyone, can you hear me? Hello.
Yep, we can hear you.
Hello, sounds good.
Okay. My name is Gaurav and our project is Whistleblower, a platform for whistleblowers to report misconducts in a pure and private manner. It particularly helps in an environment where individuals feel retaliation when they report misconduct. And special thanks to Get the Sun for helping us out. He's sitting in the audience. And can I show the demo?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I hope you can see it now.
Yep.
Page. You have a connect wallet button. When you click on your pops up asking for your password. Then it takes you to the main page. I think my internet connection is way too low.
Yes, it's tough to see that. It's not showing the stream yet.
I think it's lagging when you do both at the same time. Yeah.
Okay. Can you see anything?
I can see Discord now. Yep.
So this is the platform where you can click on the posts to see them, and you can comment on or like on any post, and you can add post. Show an example by adding one. You give one title and a description and press on the post button. Internet is way too slow. Yeah. Now the wallet is asking for Google. Click up. Okay.
Yeah, I think your connection is too slow to share screen and talk at the same time, lagging your voice in the screen.
And the post I don't okay. And the post got added in it. So that's it. This is
Awesome.
hear
And if any,
anything or it was way too fast.
I think it was hard to see what was going on because of the lag, but if anybody wants to check out a
Oh,
demo of
sorry,
that,
I'm like not in home.
no, that's okay. That's okay. Definitely check
Do you
out
guys
the
see my
blog.
test post on the website?
Let's see.
What?
Connect my wallet.
You have
Yep,
to go
I see that.
/post.
Massive data
Nice.
breach. Oh, Sean Rad test. Yep. I love Anubis. Nice.
Awesome.
Sounds about.
All right. Thanks for that, whistleblower team. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up because we're a little bit over time and we do have another call to jump to. But thanks everybody for coming to this. This has been a really great presentation. I'm glad so many people were able to present and definitely looking forward to continuing to build with all of you guys. I hope to see you join our community and get really involved in our developer discussions. We have developer calls every Monday here on Discord at, let's see, that's Monday at 4 p.m. UTC, I believe, Sean.
Is that 1 p.m. ET? 1 p.m. Eastern time on Mondays.
1 p.m. Eastern. Okay, 5 p.m. UTC. Yep. Definitely check out those calls. Obviously, we have group chats with all of you, so we're going to continue talking with you and making sure that you're aware of any opportunities that we have for you. There will be additional hackathons coming up later this year. We have our grants program that's live right now and accepting submissions for Q2. Definitely check that out. And if you have any ideas or if you need any help from us, definitely let us know in Telegram. And looking forward to seeing all of you continue building and maybe launch something on mainnet.
Keep it up, everybody. Great work.
Thanks, everyone. It was really, really amazing and heartwarming. Wishing everyone best of success, and I'm sure we'll talk more with the teams. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot to all the hackers. Incredible project. Take care and see you soon.